As an overview for the RMS items, where you can set up your items, go into Admin, Items, and here's a list of the items that I currently have set up. There's a couple different ways of getting your UPCs into RMS and a couple different reasons why you want to get your items into RMS. It's not mandatory, but if you are going to be sending the 832 document from RMS to your catalog providers such as Intertrade or GXS or direct to the retailer, you do want to set up your items in RMS. Secondly, if the retailer does not send a description, color, size, case pack, you can set up your UPCs in here, and then if that information does not come over on the 850 PO, it will automatically look at what is set up here and insert that information, so it's very helpful. Lastly, if you are sending the 846 document direct to the retailer, you would want to, or you have to set up your UPCs in RMS. The 846 tells a retailer what you have for stock on hand. All right, so in order to set up a UPC in RMS manually, you come in here and you click on the add. Clicking on this gear generates a UPC number that RMS creates for you. It's based on the UCC ID or the GS1 number that RMS has put in based on the contract you filled out. So in this instance, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as my UCC ID or GS1 number. Then the next part of the UPC numbers are zeros up to 6, 8 is the next sequential number. So it goes up, by 1 each time that you set up a new UPC, and then this last digit is the check digit, which is a calculation. Then you can fill in any of the information here. Description, I'm just going to use test, color, size, color code, size code. This is the NRF color code, size code. In order to get this information, you can go to the NRF website and get the information there. Category has to do with usually your OpenText or your GXS catalog account. Preferably, we would recommend that you set up the category in there under 100, just because that's the default, and as well in their system as in ours. But if you need to set up, like, let's say Macy's under category 100, Nordstrom under category 200, that's fine as well. Just know that before you send your 832 direct to GXS or OpenText, you will need to modify the category. All right, and then the price type 1, you can set it up. Let's say you've got some customers who have $12 as the price that you're selling it to them for, others at $11.50. You can then set up your customers with these different price types. This is price type A, price type B. So when you receive in a purchase order, it will look here and say, okay, whichever customer is set up with price type A, if the PO comes in with $12, then it's perfect. It does not create anything on the error report. But if they're coming in at $10, it'll come up on the error report saying, hey, it should be 12. They're sending it as 10. Please contact the retailer. All right. Another way to set up specific prices for one retailer or another, on the contract tab, you can click here, say okay for customer number 128, which is Bed Bath & Beyond's number. You've got a very special price for them at $9.75. So it'll first look on the contract information, then it'll look at the price types. All right, going over to the EDI tab, a lot of this information is required for the 832 document. Again, that's the catalog 832 document. In here you can fill in brands. Most of this information, you know, if you need it on your 832. Quantity in stock, that has to do with the 846 document, which is the inventory. You telling them what you have on hand at any given time. Next, the EDI Other tab. This is very in-depth information. Most retailers do not require this. Most catalogs do not require this, but if they do, here's where you can set it up. Lastly is the Ordering tab. Here you can, if you do box by case pack, you can populate what the case pack is, weight in pounds, and this is an each. So for this UPC number that we're just setting up now, what does it weigh? What does one of this UPC weigh? I'm just going to fill in 1.3. Size, not many use the size, but if you have the information, go ahead and fill it in. Cube is only used currently for the 753 document. So if your retailer requires a 753, this is the cube for one of these items. All right, and then if I go back over to the item tab, you can just take a look, make sure that everything looks okay. I'm going to click OK, and it's going to set up this item. Okay, if let's say a lot of this information is the same, you can click the copy item data, so it'll copy that, go to your next item, have it generate the UPC number, and then you can paste item data. All right, and so it just pasted all of the information based on, you know, the other item that we just populated, and then you can keep this information the same or change it. All right, and of course you're going to have different stock quantities than the other one. All right, and then you can click OK. The only other way to populate your UPCs is you can upload the information. On any one of the screens there is a help, okay, and uploading or importing your catalog, you can find that under utilities and import catalog. In this help, which you could print if you wanted, there's two different ways of importing your item information. Basic, which again is just basic information. There's only 12 fields based on, you would name it extacat.txt, and we'll go over this a little bit more in depth in the video for utilities. And then the other one is the ordering, which there's a lot more information that you will be importing. Okay, like quantity in stock, which is good for the 846 document. Same way with the quantity on order. All right, so that is the overview of setting up your items. Thank you.